I like Ichigo. I always have. To me, his journey towards self-actualization was always fun to watch and break down, even if I felt that the narrative of Bleach hasn't always been the best written story in the world. With that being said, as I was rereading chapter 687 and predicting how the story's Hell arc would progress, a realization crept into my mind. Bleach, as a narrative and as a world, will always be limited in the directions it can go so long as Ichigo remains the protagonist. Ichigo's story was always a very personal one about a boy overcoming his mom's death and finding himself by battling the world's various traumas. And while I enjoyed his journey, it being so personal means it's a trek that doesn't require him to understand or investigate some of the more interesting parts of Bleach as a setting. And because of his fairly narrow interests, he doesn't care about learning about the greater history or circumstances of the world he inhabits. If the stern Ritter didn't invade Soul Society, he would have never learned about the Soul King or have met with the Royal Guards. He'll only engage with things if he has to. The antagonists of the series are the ones that incite the plot, which usually forces Ichigo to do something about it, learning about himself along the way. While this structure isn't a negative in and of itself, it severely limits what we as an audience can learn and when we can learn about it. The secrets of the Soul King, why Bleach's afterlife embodies feudal Japan, the deeper sins of Soul Society, the world before death was created. After nearly 700 chapters, there's still so much to learn, but Ichigo himself doesn't work as eyes through which we can learn these things, because he doesn't seek these things out, nor is he particularly interested in them. Bleach's light novels are far from perfect, being a bit too silly with wish fulfillment in its fights and lore dumps. But they do still contain some of the most interesting information in the story, precisely because they highlight perspectives other than Ichigo's. And that's what any manga continuation should do, with both the Hell arc and beyond. Show me more about the story of Yamamoto and the early captains. Show me more about the previous Quincy War and the primordial history of the Bleach world. And definitely show us more about the Soul King. I want all these things, and I know I'm not the only one, but I don't believe that we'll ever get them from Ichigo's eyes. So, for the sake of wherever the franchise goes from here, it's time to say goodbye. But that's all for now. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out, and please stay tuned for more.